Good morning, people. How are we all doing this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're watching? Going by my analytics, it's probably 6-7 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around there. Now, I should not be at work today. I am rough. I've got a cold, stinking cold. I'm very run down and I haven't slept very well. But the show must go on, so here we go. We are on with a utility room. Little bit of a utility room, couple of end panels, couple of wall units, and a bit of worktop, and a door entering that room, like a main entrance door going into that room. Not a main entrance door. God, this is going to be fun today, isn't it? Like an internal entrance door into the utility room to go on today. So yeah, little bit to do, but should all be doable in a day. I'm probably going to rely on voiceover in a couple of days when my throat's a little bit better for this, I'm not going to lie. So we'll see how we get on. I will check in with you guys when I can, but right now this is absolutely screaming my throat. So anyway, let's get over there. I'll show you guys the area, then voiceover Lewis will probably take over. See you soon. Okay, so here's a little look at the space. Now, I will make the filming work a bit better in here. But yeah, again, we're in a tiny room. I'm touching both walls here. It's only a utility room, but we've got tumble dryer going in this space here, washing machine next to it, decor end panel, and then a solid oak worktop going on the top there, 27mm thick. And then on the wall here, we've got a 1000 wall unit, a 400 wall unit, cornice pelmet, yada yada yada. Sorry. Wow, talking's hard at the moment. Just out of shot here, you can just see the side of it. We've got an American style fridge freezer that's going to obviously be staying in here. Now I'm going to start off with doing the wall units just because I think it's going to be easier rather than having the base units in place. I've got some new type of fixings. Well, say new to me. This is not an ad or anything. These are just what I've picked up. Ball fixings, just to try and get a decent fixing into the wall. Oh, for God's sake, today's going really well. So you put this bit through the wall first, and then you slide that bit through it. Come on, focus. And then they clamp into the wall. So, I don't know. I'll give them a go, and I'll let you know how to go. Oh, if they work, I'll let you know by the end of the video, and there'll be a link in the description to these. Like I said, not an ad. They haven't sent it to me or anything. I just picked them up to give them a go. So we'll give them a go. Right, I'm going to stop talking now because this is burning. So voiceover Lewis is going to take over.
Okay, so it's actually a week later now, 7 days to be exact, and I'm starting to feel a lot better. I actually managed to go out on my bike today for the first time in a week, which was all good. But here we go, you can see I'm starting here, marking out for all my wall brackets. Quite simple, just measure and mark across the wall, and then we can start using these fixings. Now, the problem I have found with them is you can only get one beside each other with like traditional wall fixings. So with traditional wall brackets, sorry, I should say. So yeah, you might need to rethink it for that purpose. But yeah, they're going in, they're doing all right. I need to hammer them in here. Did catch my fingers a couple of times, I'm not gonna lie. But they bite up really well, really nice and well. And then I'm just putting a normal wood screw in next to it just to make sure that them wall brackets don't pivot. Here we go, getting the first unit on. Now, I haven't actually figured out that I've not set that on the wall brackets yet. You'll see in a second it's going to fall back off. 1, 2, 3, there we go. So, yeah, getting that back up for the second time there. Like I said, the brain was a bit of a fog on this day, so trying to work everything out was quite fun. But there you go, that's the first unit on. We'll get that nice and leveled up. And then second unit only being a 400, went up nice and easily. And then just screwed to the one next to it. So here we are popping the shelves in, and then we're actually going to have a little break from the wall units just because that's the difficult part done. Then we can start getting the battening round here to accept the worktop. Using them fixings again. and they go in nice and easily. Just quite simply a batten on the left hand side and a batten running across the wall. I did put a break in the batten to accept the decor, the mid decor panel. I said these fixings are really fiddly to get in. Hurt my fingers quite a few times, but once you get the hang of them, they're all right. But yeah, I'm not convinced. There you go, first bit of batten going on, and then we'll do the same on the back. Like I said, I'll put a little break in here so that the mid decor panel can just slide in between the gaps in between them, and that gives us a nice fixing at the back without having to use angle brackets or anything like that. Cutting out the skirting boards yet again, just to make sure that that decor panel goes right the way back to the wall, and yet again we can get a fixing through there as well, which is nice. Luckily we've just missed that socket by about 20mm, which is all good.
Right, I've got a little confession to make, and I'm putting it down to the fact that I really don't feel well. I put these battens too high by 20mm, so off camera I readjusted and moved them down, but you can still see these fixing points. They'll be covered by the worktop, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't know, can't answer that one. Just, I'm in a fog at the minute. Feels like today, like someone's pushed the slow motion button. I don't want to be negative in this video or anything, but just the reality of the situation. Feels like someone's hit the slow motion button. Everything's like, whoa. But we're getting there anyway. So, battening all round. You see I put these wall units up. We'll clad them all up at the end. So yeah, next I want to get these two decor end panels in. There's not one on the end wall. There's just one here and one here to divide the two appliances up. So that's the next thing now. We'll get these in. Now that these battens are at the right height, let's do it.
Okay, so yeah, now we've got over our little hiccup with the battens on the wall. We can start scribing and cutting these end panels in, and the base panels, I should say, in. So we've got a little bit of scribing to do, and then trimming the bottoms down there just to make sure that we're nice and tight to the floor. And then here you can see me getting the fixing in through the battens just to hold them in place. We haven't put any fixings down into the floor on this. There's no need. We can fix it up into the worktops as well, and that should hold everything nice and tight. And then here you can see me putting the worktop on. So there you go, jumping back onto the wall units again now, just dressing it all up basically. Getting the doors on here, quite fiddly getting this packing film off there. I don't know if it had been on there a while or not, but we got there in the end. It come off in one piece. There's nothing worse than when this plastic just comes off in tiny little strips. But there you go, adjust the doors up, get them all nice and leveled up. Off camera I went through and I put all the decor end panels on that, just to save myself a bit of time really. And then we're starting to get the coolness in there. Now I like to fix from the inside of the cupboards. I know that's a bit of a controversial topic, but I feel like you get a better fixing up through the cabinet, and then just putting some little white caps on there. I really don't think in the grand scheme of things that it's a bad look. Like you see there, just covers them screw cups up nicely.
Okay, so that's the utility room basically done. I did put these handles on off camera, more to the point that I forgot to press record. I have got to put the appliances in, but I'll do them last. So next thing we need to do is actually fit this door in here. It's going to be opening outwards and backwards this way, purely because you ain't got a lot of room inside the room, and to be honest, it's not going to be open and left open. It's going to be open, turn the washing machine on, shut the door. So that's what we're doing now. Got a nice glazed door going on, which will look quite nice. Yeah, let's get on with it.
Here we go then. So this is that nice door. It really was a nice door actually. I think this was from Climber Door, this one. I didn't supply it, the customer did. But yeah, we had to take about 60mm off the bottom of here, but it didn't really matter because it was a solid chipboard door anyway. If it was a hollow core door, I would have had to put a piece of timber in there just to give us a bit of strength back to the door. But all good. Right, so we're going to get the first door stop on here. I like to put the top piece on first, just so when you pop that door in, it doesn't just fall straight back out the other side. I know some people like to put a couple of screws in, but I have found that it can damage the door. So putting that first door stop on works a treat. And then we're going to be using one of my homemade hinge jigs here, just to route out these sections. These are becoming available, so just keep an eye on the channel. I will be doing an announcement when these become available for purchase. But there you go, just squaring everything off nicely in there now. And then we can actually look at getting this door installed. There we go, screw in the top, one screw in the top, one screw in the bottom, just for now, just until we know we're all happy, and then I'll go through and put all the rest of the screws on. But there we go, we'll start drilling out for the handles and for the latches, just to get that all in nicely. Make sure we're deep enough on that, and then we'll get the strike plate in.
Right, that is it. That is the utility room fitted and the door all fitted. If you want to see a more detailed video on how to hang a door, I'll put a link up here for you. So you're going to check that out. What's my thoughts on these little toggle fixing things? What they call bulldog fixings, I think. They're alright. They hold well. They're very fiddly to use. I actually gave myself a blood blister trying to get that in, because you have to like hold it and tap it with a hammer at the same time. So I'm not convinced. I don't know if they're the ones that I'm going to use going forward, but I've got a box of them, so I'll use them up. Like I said, they hold well. These are well up there. Tumble dryer works. But yeah, I'm going to leave this one there, guys. Not a massive outro on this. Thank you to all my members. They're the wonderful people you can see across the bottom of the screen now. If you want to find out how much I charge for this, they'll be getting a video based on this. So yeah, hit that join button down there and you'll find out about that. Hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the hype button for me. You got a lot of buttons to do. There you go, guys. We are desperately trying to get to 100,000 subscribers now, and 80% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you could please just hit that subscribe button for me. It's completely free. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. I want to make this a full-time thing for me because I'm getting older. So if you can help me do that, that'd be wicked. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.